Hello, very good evening, folks. Welcome to the Bombay Derby Day, Mumbai, 5th February 2023, the day everybody is waiting for the trainers, the owners, the punters. At least the day would be a very fair racing. Nobody will going to do heri peri, hera peri, hanky panky business. May the odds go south, it doesn't matter because one horse may get bet down. That may be the reason why the other horse is going up or down. Doesn't really bother. Lord Derby's dream continues throughout the world, folks. Everywhere there is a Derby and the best horse. May the best horse win. Today also the same thing, folks. It's a long card of 9 races. Luckily, unlike the pre-Derby day, there were 3, 4 Class 5B races, and they all had a surprise winners. Atia had a ball, all the hidden horses come out. That is the reason I always say stay away from Class 5B races, folks. Anyways, let's go straight down to the races, folks. The first race, the Usha Stud Million for a mile race. There are 2 horses by the same sire. Is a very good sire, Capitolium by Pacey and Grand Par by Atawali's horse. Atawali's horse had a decent form, flying second, very close second, but down south, whereas Pacey's horse doesn't have. But these are babies, folks. You never know which one is going to improve because first run, Pacey, Atawali both are known to give an easy run. So does Paddy, so does Gosden, so does good trainers. They don't push their horses first time. So just going by the form doesn't really matter. It's the fitness and body weight. Please watch body weights, especially of the babies. If the baby weight has gone up, it's a very good sign. If it's gone down, it's okay because they run the way they are, and then some babies are heavy, and that's why they lose the weight. So, normal theory of losing weight does not necessarily apply in these sort of 3-year-old races. Anyways, Grand Paw and Capitolium and maybe Big Red, those are the 3 horses. I will look in the paddock. Please try to come live tomorrow, if possible, on the same link. Paddock review would be a very big help, and the form and the fitness would hold on a Derby day, especially in a Bombay circuit. I don't see any hera-peri going on, except for maybe Ramaswamy's horse. They all do all sorts of games, but other than that, it's okay. Second race, folks, the Diego Rivera Rossi Patel Trophy, Grade 3. Ahead of time stands out, folks. You should be running in a derby, but I think wisely they doubted his staying ability for a mile and a half. Ideally, he is a miler or a 9 furlong horse, and probably preparation for Surendra Maila Super Mile, Mahendra Super Mile going on in their in their plan. That is why he's running here. It is one of my. I have 4 or 5 days best. This one being the first one. Only danger is Coup de Leon because of the weight difference. He is running at 51 kilos, folks. There is a 8 kilo difference between Coup de Leon and Ahead of Time. But there is a much better horse Ahead of Time than Coup de Leon, and much better jockey and much better pedigree as well. The race number 3, folks. The Sir Homi Mehta Breeders Produce Stakes 1400-meter race. Waikiki hasn't done anything wrong. She does run away. She has the speed, and she will go in the lead. There's a horse called Dream Alliance. He could be second or place. There is one horse here called See the Sun. He is by a very nice sire called See the Moon, but I don't see the preparation of normal paces preparation. But on a class, he may come in the money. Paddock would be more important criteria than shuffling paper and reading the form, so to speak. Uh, Next race, folks, it's the 2000 meters, the DNA Reality Eclipse Stakes of India Grade 2. By book, Juliet should win, but in Ramswamy's case, God bless his soul, things though I have seen so many Ramswamy's favorites biting the dust, and the minute they are 5-1, 7-1, they just get wings. Last week was a classic example of a horse called Classic Charm or Classic something. I bet that same horse last time he was bored out, and this time at 6-1, 7-1, he just destroyed the field. Anyways, the race, as you most of you know, between Juliet and Forest Flame. Forest Flame has beaten Juliet, but there were circumstances that are very were very difficult to comprehend actually. But anyways, the rest of them characters are just also ran. So we'll see and the odds and all that. Race number 5, the BK Ratan Singh Memorial Maiden Multi-Million, folks, 1200 meters. There is my second day's best coming. The horse called Fighton. He is by one of my favorite US sire called US Flag Navy. I think either he won Epsom Derby or Irish Derby or both. I don't remember. He was just flying, folks, last time. Just lost by a very, very short head or neck. Only risk is this Jadhav family, like Darius and his wife. They work these horses very hard in the track, and most of the horses leave the races in the track only. That's my only concern. Otherwise, the horse by book should not lose. There is a horse called Dream Seller. He could be in the place money and booster shot, multi-dimensional baby. Imtiaz Seth trains. The race should be between them two. Now, coming to the sixth race, folks, the Great Derby, Indian Derby Grade 1, mile-and-a-half race, folks. Pesis, two horses, folks, they warm up by around only 2100 meters. They don't give a damn if they are last, second last, whatever it is. It's King's Ransom and Supernatural I am talking about. The rest of the horses will go. My biggest concern is both of them like to come from behind, and if they get blocked tiring horses, it could be a bit of an issue. King's Ransom loves the railing, and PS knows her well. He'll try to take a shortest way out, whereas Trevor will go gung-ho, 4 wide, 5 wide, middle of the track, all kinds of nonsense. But he also warms up, so it's very difficult to identify. Luck of the race would be the biggest factor, folks, because there'll be a wall of horses who will be in front of them. One of them can get stuck behind the wall of the horses. It could be a bit of risky. Other than that, folks, these two characters warm up only when the rest of their horses' feet are tiring and the horses get tiring. The only other horse from out of station, the one could be a little bit of problem is once you go black, he may like this Bombay track and he may be in the lead when all these other horses are tiring, whereas both the Paces horses coming like a gang express train from behind. May the best horse win, folks. It's a derby. Theoretically, the best horse should win, but doesn't necessarily happen all the time in the race because luck of the race matters the most, folks. So, Mira is another one who warms up late. I think she's been specially kept for this Bombay Derby. She skipped the Bangalore Derby for the same reason that they thought she had a very good chance. Her pedigree suggests that she can definitely stay mile and a half. There is no question about it. So my choice is a little bit of supernatural over King's Ransom, and once you go black and Mira to be in the place money, so to speak, folks. Race number 7, folks, the Coromandel Gromer Million 1200 meter dash. Again, one horse stands out, in my opinion, that's my third day's best, is a horse called Emperor Rodric. He was touted as the Derby horse way before. Something went wrong and had a setback and all that. But at this 49 kilos, folks, this character can fly. I'm sure Pacey has tuned up on a Derby day for Unala, taking pictures and having good time. That's the whole idea of the racing, folks. Pacey's other horse, Arcana, I was very disappointed in her last run, but she is speedy. But I think Roderick is a better horse than Arcana any day. There is a horse called Son of a Gun, who none the luggage horse, but he is having a top weight of 60 kilos, folks. He will try his normal runaway tactics of opening up for 5 lengths, but I think he'll get caught by Emperor Roderick. That is what my feeling is. Race number 8, folks, the race2win.com million for 1400 meters. Again, there is this is not it's a class 4 race, I think. Class 4 race. There's a horse called Nelson River, Rahanullah trains. Last time he just flew, folks, from way back. He came like a aeroplane. He was not class 5B horse to begin with, and that helped, of course. His draw was very bad, but still managed and won on the post. Now he's one class up, but I think he's class 4 horse to begin with. There is a horse of Pacey in here, Ina Morata, but she is not so straightforward, folks. She is kind of kind of a horse. There is another horse I like in place very much, a horse called What's in a Name, Admirality's son, trained by one of my favorite small-time trainer, Asad Siddiqui, a dear friend also. He is quite strong that the horse will be in the money. Horse should be in the money. It's a nice horse. Depending on the odds and all, maybe I'll decide in the paddock. Now to the last race, folks, the North Valley Million 1200 meter dash. It's again the only race of the day, which is class 5B. Normally, I told stay away. By this time, you should have made money on ahead of time and 2 other races, I said. There is a horse of Jaidev Modi, bit unlucky to lose. Spirit Bay is the one I like, and for the place there is a horse called Susang, number 12, Atia's horse, and Amit rides. That could be for the place. All said and done, folks. The 3 horses I have mentioned, you do a straight treble. It'd be a good day, Derby day. There won't be any, gambling sort of thing that goes on in most of the centers. I'm very sure. You have a good one, folks. Thanks for watching. Have a good time and make some money for a change. A pre-Derby day was a bad day at the office, but I'm very sure you'd be able to recover all your losses, folks. Do try to come live on my paddock review. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching again.